What is going on, fellas? Welcome back to Debit Credit Nation. So, today's topic is integration of FICA with SAP AR and AP, that is, accounts receivable and accounts payable. So, traditionally, you have seen that from FICA in SAP FICA, when we post any document, be it invoice, payment, late fee, installment plan, whatever financial posting we post in FICA, when I close the recon key, it hits the general ledger. But there can be a requirement that you want to send these documents, instead of sending it to the general ledger, you want to send it to the accounts receivable or accounts payable. Now you may say that the contract account receivable payable works as an accounts receivable and accounts payable. That is, it is replacing the FIAR and FIAP. So if we have contract account receivable payable, after that financial accounting accounts receivable accounts payable, then going to financial accounting general ledger, then there will be two subledgers. One subledger is the FICA that we are doing, and the second subledger will be the AR and AP, FIAR or FIAP. And after that, it will go to the general ledger. Ultimately, it has to go to the general ledger. Now, the question is, why would somebody want to activate two subledgers? Now, in many businesses, it happens that initially they go live with the traditional SAP FICO. Later, when they realize that the volume of transaction is increasing, the subscription or the events, transaction events are coming as they are increasing, they want to implement FICA. Now, once they implement FICA, what happens? The invoices are posted in FICA, then the payment needs to be posted in FICA, the dunning, the late fee, the write off, the bank integration, everything which is already there in FIAR and FIAP, they have to move all of them into FICA, because the open item, that is the invoice, is in FICA, so the payment should also come in FICA, although they have everything set up in AR and AP. So in those cases, in those businesses, although they want to implement BRIM, but they do not want to move their existing integration point, which is there in FIAR. They do not want to move it from FIAR to FICA, because it will be repetition of work. The bank integration, which is already in place in AR, the same they have to do it in FICA. The refund, they are existingly currently doing it from AR, they have to do it in FICA. Okay, the collection reminder, the late fee, the past due messages, everything they have to do in FICA. In those businesses, what we recommend is you implement the FICA, you implement the BRIM, because that helps in parallel processing, huge number of billing invoicing they can run, which the traditional SD cannot do. So for mass invoicing, they can use the BRIM solution, but instead of doing the posting open item creation in FICA, they can do it in their existing ARAP system. That is something called SAP FICA and ARAP bridge. So first we'll see how system works as is. That is, when we have the traditional FICA and GL integration, how the system behaves. This is how the system behaves when we have the traditional integration with FIGL. So in a BRIM landscape, initially what happens, the transactions happen in a portal, and from conversion mediation, the transactions are sent to conversion invoicing system. Okay, that is called consumption items or seats. The seats are sent by CM in the conversion invoicing system. From there, rating happens, we perform rating. During the rating, the logics from CC is called, where the calculation happens. So here, suppose we receive, say in a logistic business, in the consumption item, we receive how much is the volume, what is the volume of the parcel, and what is the distance between sender to receiver, the geography, all those things we receive. Then once the rating happens, then we receive the billable item. In the billable item, the amounts are being shown. So here, based on the volume of the or weight of the parcel, or based on the distance from the sender to the receiver, the amount is calculated and the billable item is generated. From the billable item, next billing and invoicing will happen, which will generate the PDF, and that invoice will create a open item in FICA. From FICA, the collection reminder is sent, then the late fee is calculated, and finally the payment is received. And all such financial posting will hit the FIGL as a summary. Invoice, late fee. Since collection reminder is not a financial posting, I did not bring any arrow here. So late fee and the payment. with the bank payment, everything is posted and it hits the balance sheet and income statement. There is a financial statement is updated. Now, suppose in a business where already these things are happening in AR, accounts receivable, they don't have CM, CC, CI, FICA, they have SD. All these things are covered in SD, sales and distribution. Then this is already there in accounts receivable. Now, due to the huge volume, they want to move into BRIM. Now, the moment they move into BRIM, they have this thing, this CM, CC, CI, and FICA. Now, in FICA, the repetition of work happens because already open item posting is there in FIAR. Collection reminder config is there in FIAR. Late fee calculation is implemented in FIAR. Bank integration is also there in FIAR. Then the same things, there are other things also. I am not explaining all those things, security deposit, advance payment, all those things, same feature. They don't want to bring in FICA because that will be a repetition of work. In that case, what we do, we suggest them that instead of going to sending this FICA posting to GL, we will send the FICA posting to AR or AP. Okay, so let me show how does it work. So this is a scenario where FICA will be integrated with accounts receivable and accounts payable instead of GL. Okay, so at the upstream it remains the same. CM sends a transaction, the seat is generated, then via rating the bit is generated, then billing invoicing happens. Now after billing invoicing, the FICA will have the open item generated. This open item which is in FICA, ideally the payment would have, generally we collect the payment in FICA. Now what will happen in this case, this open item we will send to FIAR. Remember this, we are not sending the open item to FIGL. In a traditional scenario, we send the open item to FIGL. Why are we sending the open item to FIAR? Because we want the clearing should happen in the AR side. Because in the AR side, already collection reminder, late fee, bank integration, other things like installment plan, security deposit, everything is present in the FIAR already. So since everything is there in FIAR, instead of putting this in this layer, we are pushing to in the FIAR. So what is the difference? Now from FICA side, what I have to do? Initially, I used to send from FICA to GL. Now instead of I'll sending it to GL, I'll send it to FIAR. The moment I send it, the open item in FICA should get knocked off. I'll show you in the system what happens to the open item because open item is being managed in the FIAR, not in FICA anymore. So what happens to the open item that lies in FICA? Okay, so the moment I push it to FIAR, the open item is also cleared here. So open item of this contract account, you can see here. At the same time, open item of the customer meaning the traditional customer with the in the business partner, you have FLCU00 role. Okay, in the traditional customer open item display, you can see the clearing and all, everything happens here. And as you know, all the transaction ultimately has to hit the balance sheet, which is in FIGL. So here we are using two subledger, FICA and FIAR. So that is the main concept, how FICA can talk to AR and AP. Now we'll go to the system. So here first I'll show you how it works in absence of AR AP. That means when it goes to directly GL, how it works. So I have taken two scenario, one VP where I'll show FICA to GL, then another VP where I'll show FICA to AR AP. Okay, it can be, in this case I have taken a customer, it can be a vendor as well. Okay, so it can go to either AR or AP. In my case, I'm going to send it to AR because it is a customer. So first I'll show you FICA to GL. Okay. So for FICA to GL, I'm going to generate bits, billable item initially. So I don't have any in this system. I don't have any CC connectivity. So consumption item and rating I cannot show. So I'll start from bit. Okay. So if I go back to my diagram, I will start from here, number 4, billable item, because this I don't have any CM here. And if I have consumption item, if I create consumption item manually also, when I do the rating, there is no CC. Okay, so I'll start from here, that is I'll generate the billable item. So okay, so this is the variant. Let's say show FIGL/1. So transaction ID. So in this contract account, I will receive there will be say 6 bits I'm going to receive. So first I'll generate the bit. The bit is generated. Now I'm going to bill them. Billing document is generated. This is the invoice from date. Now I will invoice. Invoice is generated and posting document is also generated. So this is the invoice. If I do a preview, this is the invoice. Previously 114 USD was due. In this invoice, 131 USD is posted. Total becomes 245 USD, and the breakup of 131 is given here like this: 23 into 6 times. Okay, the total is 238, and there must be some discount. If I go to the next page, there is a discount of 6.90. So if we deduct 6.90, then it becomes, the total becomes 131. Okay, 131.10, and you can see the breakup here also. So 23, 23, 23, 6 bits, and then there's a discount base amount and everything. I don't want to cover. So on this, some discount, some rate is applied. Okay. So now invoice is posted, and traditionally, if I go to the posting document, two FICA documents are generated. One is for, this is for the invoice where we have customer debit and revenue, sales revenue is credited here, normal invoice, and additional document is for discount 6.90. So here customer is credited and discount is debited. Okay, so my posting, both the posting happened via this recon key. So this recon key I'm going to close and transfer. So I'll copy the recon key. I'll go to /o fpg4. Recon key is closed. Now I'll do GL transfer. This is the normal standard way. /o fpg1, directly update, and I'll do execute. Okay, so GL transfer is now complete. So select, go to the accounting document. In FI side, it hits the FIGL. Why? You see 40, 50, 40, 50. If it would have been customer or vendor, you see 01 or 31. Okay, so customer C starts from 01 till 29, I guess, till 1Z. Okay, and then vendor starts from here 21 till 39, I guess 39. Now G for general ledger. See, posting key are 40, 50, 40, 50. That means it has hit the general ledger. Customer and vendor, you will not find any open item in the customer account balance display or vendor account balance display. This is a standard path. So in FICA side, you will find the open item. So if I see the open item, so my contract account is this 303. So here I can see /o FPL9, all items. And if I want to see my document numbers are 1042 and 1041. These are the open items that are posted. And here payments will be posted here. Okay, so let me quickly make the payment here. Do /o maybe via payment run or payment lot. I'm going to post the payment. Say pay 3005/1. So open item posting and clearing happens. Two separate documents will add these 138. So 138, and I'll put the document number 1041. So the open item management happens in FICA in the traditional way. So I'll close it and post. Posting made. So refresh. Again, I'll put a filter 1041. Open items are cleared via this payment. So if I open this document, you see incoming payment has cleared this. So the open item management happened at FICA. That is, invoice is posted in FICA, payment is received in FICA, and before this payment, maybe some late fee may happen, some installment plan request may be asked for. So all the open item management in happens in FICA. This module is suitable if you're implementing SAP for the very first time, greenfield implementation. Okay. However, if SAP is already implemented, the open item management is happening already in FIAR. Now you want to implement BRIM. In that case, you don't want to implement open item management in FICA. So here what happens? So this is a traditional flow. Here I posted the open item in FICA and I posted the payment in FICA. Okay, and I transfer the open item to FIGL. Similarly, the payment can also be transferred to FIGL. Okay, I'm not. I might as well transfer the payment to FIGL as well real quick. So this is my payment lot. So payment lot is posted means it is already closed. I just have to transfer. So I'll transfer it. Refresh. So payment is also transferred. Again, you see 4050. So it has hit the GL. Okay. So this is the greenfield implementation. We advise this. Go for FICA for open item management. However, for brownfield or whoever are already in SAP S4 HANA, they want to move into BRIM. For them, what I can do, we will advise them that instead of doing the open item management here, go one step down and do the open item management here. Okay, so now let me show you how it will work if we want to pass it via accounts receivable payable. Okay, so for that, my business partner is 41 and contract account is 812. So similar way, I'll start from the bit generation. Okay, so I'll generate the bit. I have created a variant. So now I'm generating the bit for a different business partner, Z208 ARAP. Okay, so I'll call it show FIAR2. This is the contract account, and say here the amount is, say the amount is $18. 18 into 6, 6 bits will be generated. So first I'll run the bit generation. So 6 bits are generated. Then I'll do billing and invoicing. Done. Billing document. Invoicing date is this 1606. I'll go back, select and invoice, execute. Invoice is posted. Okay. So till this screen, there is no difference. So here also I can see the preview. This is a preview. In this customer already 125.40 was there. Now 180 is posted. The breakup of 180 is 18, 18, 18. Okay. So here you'll see there is no discount. I go to the second page, no discount because there is a threshold. If the amount is more than 120, then the discount comes. Okay. This kind of configuration is configured here in this environment. Now till here, no change. Now I'll go to the FICA document. Remember, I will post a FICA document in the new scenario. Okay. So from billing invoicing, it will create a posting document. Okay. So if I go to the FICA document, so FICA document is generated. Remember, two documents were there because of the discount. The second document came here, no discount. So single document. So now if I open the FICA document, it is same, exactly the same FICA document. I double click on it. Exactly same FICA document, no change. If I go to the header, no change. CI invoicing. Now the change will come is if I go back and go to the payment data tab, you see a restriction L is there. Why restriction L? Because the open item management will not happen in FICA. That means clearing will not happen in FICA. So we have a restriction L. Restriction L says subledger transfer to FIARAP. That means we are already in one subledger, and at the same time I want to transfer it to another subledger. That is, we are already in FICA. I want to send it to FIARAP. Okay, so that means clearing is not allowed. Okay, because the clearing or open item management we want to perform in elsewhere in FIAR side, not in FICA side. Okay, so how far have we done? So till this we have done. Now I will transfer to FIAR. Okay, now to transfer to FIAR, I will not use the traditional GL transfer. The FPG4, FPG1 I will not do because I don't want to send to here. I want to send to AR. Okay, not GL. I want to send it to accounts receivable. So there is a separate T code. I will run that. So the T code is /o FPSL transfer document to ARAP. So I'll copy from a previous run. I'll enter my business partner contract account. It is same business partner contract account is same. So posting details. First I'll check in simulation run things are fine or not. And this is fine. Posting date. First I'll run in simulation to see if things are fine. Save. Schedule program run. Okay. Completed. Go to the logs. application log, all good, green. So it has found one case. Okay, the 1043. It is going to transfer to FIARAP. So I'll go back, remove the test run or simulation run, save it once again, then I'll run it. Completed. Okay. So here I'll go to the application log again. Now it has transferred and it has posted one ARAP document as well as it has cleared the open item in FICA. So let's understand slowly one by one. So what has it done is the open items which were there, if I refresh, they will be gone because the FICA open item will be cleared and in FIAR another open item will be generated. Okay. So if I go back and run with all item, so 1043 was mine. So 1043, this one. Okay. So if I double click in the clearing data, if I expand, it says transfer to another subledger. And this is the open item clearing document. So the open item that is available in FPL9 that has to be cleared. Only then it will generate open item in the second subledger that is in accounts receivable. Okay. So here this 1400136, this is the document 1400136. Okay. So if I double click, this is the document. Here it has just reversed exactly the opposite. So in the original document, original invoice, if I see the invoice, it is uh, customer debit 18 and sales revenue credit 108. At the same time, in this document, it is sales revenue debit 108 and customers credit. Okay, 18. Now this document is the origin key of this document is 5L. Okay, so 5L is transferred to another subledger. Okay, and also it says reversal document for 1043. Remember 1043 was the original invoice that came to FICA, and now the open position of the original invoice is now reversed. Okay, it is actually not reversed, it is cleared because in the FPL9, if any document is reversed, you will see a trash can next to it. So there is no trash can, but at the same time, it says reverse. So if I go to the header of the original invoice, it says reverse with. Okay, so it is like posting the reversal. So what I mean is it cannot remain open in FICA as well as in AR. Okay, AR I have not shown, I'm going to show next. But in FICA, the moment you transfer, the open item position of the document should be cleared in FICA. So that has happened. That is, it has cleared or it has been reversed. Okay, so the open item position in FICA is cleared. Now it has created a position in FIAR. So what is that document? So in here, it says the document is this one, 16003. Okay, so this is the document which is posted in AR, accounts receivable. So if I open our business partner, what is my business partner here? This is my business partner. Now let me open this business partner. You see it has a separate feature. What is the feature? /o BP. I enter the business partner here, maybe in display mode. So Blue Dot and Company, it has MKK role for FICA and FLCU00 role for FI. Okay, since I have to send this open item to FI customer, I have to create a role. So if I choose the FI customer role, I go to the company code data. In this customer, this open item is generated. Okay, let's validate. So I open this, copy this customer, and I want to see the customer open item balance. I mean, account balance display, not the contract account balance display. So /o FBL5N. Okay, here I can see customers account balance. Okay, so I enter the customer with the open item. I execute. Okay, there is none, so I'll put all item because the document is posted on 16th. Let me check this. It is posted on 16th of June. That's why it is not being shown. So I'll put 16th of June. Then you can see this is the open item 16003. In my FPSL also it says 16003. So it has created open item in FIAR. So in FICA, the open item is cleared. In FICA, the moment I transferred, it became green. Okay, it cannot be open in both the subledgers. So first subledger FICA, it has been cleared, and in the second subledger in the AR, it remained open. Okay, so it is only possible when you extend both the roles in the same BP. You extend both MKK role, which is for contract account, as well as FLCU00 role, which is for customer. Now the open item, since in so open item generation mean I came in which step? I am here. Okay, seventh step. Open item is generated. Now, since in this AR side, collection reminder, late fee, bank integration are already in place, the open item can be cleared in the FIAR because everything are available in FIAR. The benefit here is you as a FICA consultant, your work is limited to this transfer only. You are responsible for this transfer. No change from CI side. CI is to open post open item in FICA. Now also open item will be posted in FICA. But in the FICA side, where the open item FICA used to send to GL, now it will send to AR. And then in FICA, you don't have to worry about collection, late fee, installment plan, security deposit, nothing. Everything happens in AR. Okay. So since I have posted the open item, sent the open item till AR, let me clear it in AR. Okay. From accounts receivable, let me clear it. So how to clear in accounts receivable? So I'll clear it 108. This invoice I'm going to clear. The T code is F-28. Uh, okay, let me show you the document first. So if you see the document, this is how the document look like. So customer debit, customer debit, customer debit 6 times, and sales revenue credit, sales revenue credit, sales revenue credit 6 times. Okay, the cost center and profit center is also here. And here you see 01, not 40, 50. This is 50, this is GL, but this is the customer. So if you open, it says customer. Okay, this is Blue Dot and Company FI customer. Now I will clear it. So F-28. So the posting happened on which date? 16/6. Okay. Future date. I'll enter the future date. That's fine. 16/6. Here also 16/6. Doc type is DZ. That's fine. House bank is, I'll choose say HB02. Account ID, AID. Account is bank account I have to enter. So this is the bank account. Same thing I entered in FP05 in the payment lot. I entered this thing. Now I am entering this in the accounts receivable side. Amount. How much is the amount? 108, I guess. 108. So 108. Now here you choose the business. Sorry, not the business partner. Customer. So customer is. Let me find from A4. So with any customer who is into 2409 company code. Okay, this one. 51041. Let me validate. Yes, 51041. Value date I have to enter. For all bank related transaction, I have to enter the value date. Enter, I'll get a warning saying documented is in future. Posting period is adjusted to 6. Now here, so you make sure that whatever is the amount and the same amount is assigned. Okay. So things are fine. Now I will click on save or post. So the payment is posted. Now if I go back to my FBL5N, no open item will be left. So list first I'll see 16003 is the document number. I'll click on refresh. No open item is left. So now I go to all item. Here I'll find my document. Yeah, this one 16003. These are now cleared with this is the clearing document. And this 14001, you see, this is the clearing document. So the clearing has happened. Now you can whatever recon key is there, the recon key you can transfer because at that recon key there is no balance. Okay, so if you see the recon key level, the net balance will be 0. So let me close it. So two documents are posted here. First document is posted via 1043 and the second document is posted via this. Okay, so the recon key, let me open the recon key. So for 1043, the recon key is this one 250530. So /o AC16N DFKK sum. This is the recon key. for invoice. At the same time, if I want to see the recon key for the FPSL, this is the document, and the recon key is this. Now, if I check the summation of the recon key, the net balance will be zero. Why? Because the second item has cleared the first item only. Nothing else has happened. So LC amount, I'll put a summation. It is zero. Now I transfer the recon key to FI, which is FIGL. Nothing will happen. No, the balance sheet will not get changed. Some items will come, but offsetting entries will come. Plus 108, minus 108, minus 108, plus 108. Okay, these items will come. You can transfer the recon key, but it doesn't really matter because the open items has already been transferred to customer and it has been cleared in accounts receivable. Okay. So that's all for today. If you have any query, please comment. I will definitely get back to you. Or if you want video in a particular area, SAP CI, FICA, FICO, just let me know in the pinned comment and I will try to create a video. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.